Damn snake tongue mouth.
For no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him.
Peace,
By the
boys.
gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh shit.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like
Lady
a wounded
Forrester.
boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Apparently she
no
holds power over
disrespect
him for
to you,
some
my
reason.
lady, considering your losses and all.
Oh, fuck off.
This-
Changes his
this
tune like
is
nothing
not
happened.
over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this
Oh,
but Lord Bolton will
tough
have
life.
the final say. I'll
Tough
send him
life,
a raven
boys.
letting him know a Forrester man
Tough
killed one of
life,
his own. That the
boys.
new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word
This
is
is over,
law.
Lord Whitehill.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Yo, Lady Forrester's a fucking G.
he turns around so his eye goes through the door crack.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
I think what I need to accept is that there are certain things in Game of Thrones that I just cannot change, and those people will want to kill everyone. And I don't think I could have helped that.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal
shit.
to the king may be enough to keep
We
the
just
Boltons at
changed
bay,
settings
if
entirely.
it's presented
Okay.
to her as it should be.
Hey, Nick, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay. This game is fucking awesome. I'm real psyched to play more of this. Like, I'm sad this is gonna be over so soon. We're already probably at least halfway through it now. Alright, so we're a handmaiden, we're looking at books and
Asher sent me
coins.
this coin to remember him. What a strange place.
Oh,
this
okay,
is.
this is the lady they were talking about in the last area. Nick, why didn't you kill him? I didn't see an option to do that. I was considering it, though.
Ethan made this for me.
Oh shit, we just changed settings entirely. Literally anyone reading, watching, playing Game of Thrones. I know, I have watched all of this show. I'm
It
not
was
that
very kind of
naive.
Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
You wish this game had more zombies. I totally didn't hear what she just said, but I don't really oh, I can't even look at it again anyway. Read it. And weep.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
I'll tell you, this game really makes for easy Twitch streaming, because honestly, the pace of it is, like, it's very fast. I was really shocked by that. I don't know why I expected otherwise, because Game of Thrones has never been known for being generally super drawn out, but
Wonders made by man.
I don't know, for some reason I figured a game would be just slower
A
paced.
gift from Roderick.
Would you
hope to
recommend
see
this
them all
game or Tales
someday.
from Borderlands more? I'm not really that big a fan of Game of Thrones, but this game seems pretty cool. I haven't actually played Tales from Borderlands, but I've heard good things about it. I also haven't played hardly any. In fact, this is like the first official Telltale game I've really spent time with. I've watched people play a few other ones, but I've never really bothered myself. So far, I'd say I have very positive impressions of it. This is much better than I expected based on like the animations, which are
I
janky
wonder
as
if it's
hell.
sunny at Ironrath today.
I'm back,
Welcome back.
and I agree. Also, I'm gonna intermittently be turning on and off my mic because I have like a
Yeah,
bag here.
no
So,
problem.
all right.
Somebody just asked if they'd recommend this over Tales from the Borderlands, and it's like, I don't know, this seems pretty fucking good.
If you like Game of Thrones,
They said they weren't a huge fan of Game of Thrones, though.
It troubles me to even ask this of you.
well, in that
but
case,
you
I don't know.
must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a
I mean, there's a
powerful
Telltale
ally,
Games like
especially now when
quality
your family
thing,
so
right?
desperately needs our
And
help.
it'll always be good, I think, honestly, at this point in their game making career. So, pick whatever story you would prefer to read or listen to, I guess.
I really hope I'm not going to get quizzed in all the shit that I wasn't totally paying attention to in all of those chests.
One moment.
Oh, sorry,
Oh, there's
lady.
a
I
dirty
didn't mean to
dude at the
disturb you.
door.
I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
They really look like Sims characters, and it freaks me out a little bit.
Begging your pardon, milady, but
The animation
alright?
quality has not gotten better with all the money that
if
they
you
have
don't mind
now.
my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Is he putting coal in there? What is he putting?
Please
It
hurry
looks
if
like
you
lumps
can.
of coal, I
Lady
guess.
Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
No, it's just filling up your turd pot.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
But
work
maybe he
for
just
Lady
had like a
Marjorie?
big pile of burnt biscuits he was dropping off.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even hear what he said.
It's widely known
okay.
that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei? I'm
They
actually kind of
appear to
hyped
be
that this
having
is
some
canon
sort
now.
of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Calm down, Mega Hyper Dash, please.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend
Someone
to
made a
notice
joke about
not in King's
QuickTime
Landing with
sex.
so many lords and ladies.
Yeah.
Play God of War, the original
See and
one.
hear all sorts of
You
things
could have some
Yeah.
you
QuickTime
don't even
sex in
know
that
you're
game.
Knock the vase off the side of the table there.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, milady.
I wonder if I was supposed to be more welcoming to him telling me gossip. Wow.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
Lady Marjorie's
I
got
was
quite a
hoping there would be
devilish
time
face.
for us to talk. Come.
She
there's
looks like
something
she's
we
trying to
must discuss.
stab me or something. What's up with her face? I don't trust a word she's gonna tell me right now.
Hey man, that lady's hot as hell.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden,
They're
I
all
thought
pretty.
of you more as a friend.
And you get
than
to
as
see
my
her boobies.
handmaiden.
Oh boy.
A dear friend, in fact.
Well, not in this
Thank you, my
game.
lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were
In fact,
my own.
I'm gonna Google Marjorie Terrell boobies right
What
now.
you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't
Boobies.
doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family
sorry.
fought for Robb Stark. It raises
Rip her
questions
arm
I
off.
can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
That's a Wolf Among Us joke. It's real fucking funny too.
She mentioned the northern girl in my
I never played that.
She painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort.
Oh my god,
for
everyone
what
wants
I
a
don't
fucking
know,
apology
but
from me.
She's waiting for us now. And
Stop
I
putting me in the
promised I would
down
bring you
position all the
to
damn
her.
time.
I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Oh my god, those eyes. She looked at her like she was
See
gonna
if the
fucking
Queen
freak
Regent
out.
is ready to receive us.
She's from outer space, man.
Yeah. The one upside to me playing this game over the actual actors being in their roles is like, I have no pride. I'll just do what people tell me if it means nobody has to die.
You'll be
Except for
fine.
that one time.
I know you will.
They killed my
You
sister,
may
dude.
feel one
I had
thing,
to do it.
but you must say
You fucking
another.
murked that guy.
He had to die. Like, it had to happen.
Good luck.
Cersei wants her to bend the knee.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I think it does have good lip syncing. That's true.
Tell me to bend the knee.
The rest of the animations are kind of poor, though.
I didn't know this apology needed to happen, like, right now. I was expecting to have another minute to compose myself here.
You can do this.
Alright, let's go have a conference or something. Why can I look around? There's nobody here to talk to. It's just to give me a sense of scale or something.
Mm.
Dude, that's really freaky. He looks just like
Lady
him.
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
They both
allow
look
me
like
to
them, wow.
introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
You can do this. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Your Grace.
The queen is
The girl knows
pleased.
her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you.
Dude, I could change the
I
whole
want to hear
history of
from the
Game of
girl.
Thrones right now if I kill her.
Is your family loyal to the king?
It's worth
Perhaps you
it.
should ask
I don't
the
think
new
they'd
Lord
let you do
Forrester.
that.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark.
Wait, I forgot
A
if
house of
Joffrey...
traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you.
Fuck off.
If you have any loyalty at all.
You saw me
Is
kneel.
your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Why do I have to make this decision?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Oh
Old
my god,
allegiances
she's
are
turning
not
it against
easily
me that I'm
broken.
agreeing with her? Fuck
But
off.
now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply.
She
of ironwood
out-manipulated
for
me,
his
Rob.
armies.
She's
I'm
a
told
manipulator,
there are
I
others
I
who
know.
would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary
Cersei
to
does
save
love
Castle
torturing
Rock.
her enemies, you're
It
right.
would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei?
Oh god,
It's
did
not
I
as if
just...
she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
I think I misread
Raises
the
an
context of
interesting
what she was
question, I
asking me when I answered that.
Can we truly
Fuck.
blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly
Played her
Baratheon
to
on
kill
a false
herself.
assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
I'm not
Aren't you a
feeling this
delightful girl?
exchange.
If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
There's no point to this. There's never
Loyalty
a
can
point.
be such a hard thing
She's
to
just
define.
toying with me.
This city alone is filled with
This
all
whole
sorts
exchange
of
is
ambitious
meaningless.
opportunists looking to reinvent themselves.
Yeah, it's just
Pretending to be
Margaret.
something they're not.
Cersei being a bitch.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Told you, I need
You are
like
a
10
girl
more
from the
minutes to get
north
ready
here
for
in
this
service
exchange.
to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
I literally
And if
said
your
that when
loyalties
you
were
asked
to
me that.
become
Fuck off.
conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
Be true to the king.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities
Alright.
straight.
That was my last chance, I
She
guess.
is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden.
Tyrion,
in
let me
all
get
of
away with
King's
this, man. Don't fuck with me now.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants,
Oh my god.
which is not very encouraging.
I've got to kill Cersei now. It's the only option.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Yeah, this is where in CK2 you hire an assassin.
My god, I would so hire an assassin right now.
I'll walk you
Tyrion.
out.
Tyrion, dude, be a bro.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood
Even
to
in the
another
game,
house.
Tyrion's the coolest dude
It is
so
the
far.
master
Come
of
on.
coin who decides such matters.
Everywhere he
The
goes.
crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Don't do this to me, dude.
It may be far too dangerous.
I don't know what to say! Oh no, what do I do? I had to pause it again.
Oh my god, cheater boys!
Pick a goddamn answer, I'm sorry. I had to think through the repercussions of my actions. I don't want to fuck my family over. I'm not good at this stuff, guys.
In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
I mentioned
Please.
this very thing happens.
You are a brave girl.
Where it's
aren't
like,
you?
oh, this is a very important thing that I have to
I'll
think
consider
about
it.
in like 5 seconds.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
As if the North isn't a nest of vipers. Come on, you know better than that. Everywhere's a nest of vipers. This is Game of Thrones.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go
I
very
finished
well.
my spicy
I'm
flavor
sorry.
shrimp crackers, Nick.
Cersei is known
Nice.
for being rather difficult.
You ever have shrimp crackers?
But at least it's over now.
I bet oyster crackers. They're good.
Mmm.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day
Oh my
working on
God,
the seating
Megazord.
arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah! What? It's true.
Sarah.
And
She's horny.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps
Is this
Lady
like
Marjorie can
ladies
make the
meet
right
up to talk about
introductions.
banging dudes now?
Who knows?
I hope
we
so.
might meet our future husbands.
That's exciting.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
You want to know what it's like marrying a king? Everybody dies,
Would you marry
always.
Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's
Wow.
see. Who
Okay, I
else
guess I
should
need to
we
watch out for her
marry?
now.
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister.
Sir
I'll
Bronn
get out of here.
and-
What are you doing? Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Do I need to watch Game of Thrones to play this game, or is it like other Telltale
King's
games where it
Landing
doesn't
can be
matter? I think you
exhausting
need to watch Game of
sometimes.
Thrones to play this one.
There's always
Yeah.
someone to please. or some
Unfortunately, it
perceived
ties
slight
directly
to
into the
smooth
story
over.
at a very specific point in the story, so
I fear it will only
I think
get
you'd miss a
worse when I
bunch.
am Queen.
I'd
One
also
thing will be
recommend
true,
not watching me
lords
play
and
this too
ladies
if
will
you
have
haven't watched
no
it.
choice but to love you.
I don't like saying that, but for your own sake,
Do
you
you
probably
agree?
miss out on stuff.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you wanted to watch the show.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
I mean,
Thank
I
you, my
did do what
lady.
you said, so at
There's
least you're not
been
pissed at
something
me.
on my mind. Something important.
At least I tried to.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no
I
secrets
really
between
don't want
us.
it to be in front of Sarah.
It's about my
Oh,
family.
here we go.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Oh. She gave me such eyes. You just told me how you'd fuck me over. Come on, just...
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request.
Senpai noticed me.
Especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise.
Okay,
my
you said
mother
that
has
like
left me no
60 times
choice.
that you
She
wouldn't ask this
insisted.
otherwise. Just
Joffrey
he hears
knows
you.
only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Oh god, Joffrey's gonna kill us all.
Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow...
Now it is I that does the conniving. Ha 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 ha.
I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Ugh, I'm gonna get her killed, aren't I?
Very well.
I'm gonna feel
I'll
real
make your
guilty about
request,
that
but
later.
I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
You know, I wouldn't ask this of you normally, but, I wouldn't ask this of you normally. I wouldn't ask this of you normally. Oh, man. That was surprisingly tense, even though it was all calm stuff most of the time. Oh, here we go. We're off to see the wall.
Seven elves.
The wonderful wall of wall. Just leave them
Let's play a
alone.
little game,
Just
shall we?
walk on by.
Did you know my ancestors
God.
wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Wait. Isn't that the spearman I stabbed in the throat?
They might have just used the same model.
Not my best work,
Look
unfortunately.
somewhat similar.
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say,
Why am I hiding in
the
the...
man holds few secrets.
Sorry.
But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
Like,
He
I keep
does
peeking
now.
my head around this thing like it matters. I mean, I could
How
just
much
stay
further
behind
is
this
it?
tree. It doesn't fucking matter at all. I
Please.
don't need to see what's happening.
Foresters.
Yeah.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Flayed boys.
Cut of his wiener.
There. Hear that?
Cut of his wiener.
Cut off his wing.
I know I heard something.
I opted to stay still. Oh, am I fucked? Yeah, he'll just stop at the tree and turn
Never mind.
around, right? What? He will? Okay, sure.
We've wasted enough time already.
That's a real Sam Fisher moment right there. You'll hear night vision goggles powering up, though. This game needs more Hodor.
I don't know if there'd be any reason to ever see Hodor in this, actually.
Alright, so this guy is super flayed, but I'm a responsible young squire and I brought my bandages with me, as the game keeps reminding me in the left corner. Okay, why am I sneaking? They left. Why do I need to sneak when they left?
Oh, somebody might have wanted to flay him again.
Oh my god.
Bloody hell.
How the hell was that dude still alive if they did that to him?
Well, they flayed him while you were there.
Oh. Yeah, that was like real gross. They just left a fire burning?
Lord
That's irresponsible.
As I was saying,
Chat's actually making this game
you are
better.
young. And there are those within these walls who are